Hey all, Jason Levon, priest at St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome to another Pause and Pray. I know I'm speaking for my colleagues when I say that this time of year can be incredibly busy and stressful for us. There's a lot of work and attention that goes into planning and prepping homilies and liturgies for Palm Sunday and Maundy Thursday and Good Friday and the Easter Vigil on Holy Saturday and Easter Sunday. And you add all of that on top of all of the work that goes into just the daily runnings of a parish, and then inevitably there'll be some pastoral emergency that arises, or in my case this week, a technological emergency here at the church office that arises that completely throws life out of whack and off kilter. I know I'm speaking for my colleagues when I say this is a stressful time of year, but here's where I confess to you, and I'm only speaking for myself, that one of the things that adds to my stress and anxiety this time of year is my own ego. As I get so focused on what I feel are the things I need to be doing or get done with life, and then I can think in a warped sense of way that it really is all about me. And once again, I need God to remind me of what God reminds me of so often in life, which is that it's not about me. I experienced that gift yesterday when I attended the Chrism Mass in our diocese. It's a Mass where laity and the ordained gather around the bishop during Lent to do a couple of things. So we have a liturgy, a regular Mass, but it's also where we bless the oil that will be used to anoint the sick, as well as consecrate the sacred chrism that's used at baptism. And in addition, we renew our vows. For us priests, we renew the vows that we took on our ordination days. The Mass is lovely for those reasons, but more deeply yesterday for me, I experienced a profound gift in two very simple ways. One was the gift of just being able to go to church and sit in a pew and not have to be on. I could breathe in the incense deeply and enjoy its sweet smell. I could sing with the congregation and just take in the liturgy. The other real gift for me, and the deeper gift probably, was being able to see colleagues whom I love and am so blessed to be able to work with, people I don't always see often, as we not only prayed together but then had lunch afterwards. And I had this wonderful revelation in the midst of all of that. That, yeah, life for me is frazzled and busy, and I can get all sorts of caught up in my own head and ego. But underneath all of that, and I was able to tap into it in those two gifts of just being in the pew and being around people I care about so much, I was able to experience that underneath all of the busyness, God was resting in a beautiful way. And to tap into that was such a precious gift yesterday, even if only for a couple of hours. In today's daily office, we're invited to pray Psalm 132, where the psalmist celebrates God's longing to rest deep within our lives. And the psalmist sings of celebration for that gift, even in the midst of a life that is harried and hurried and full of all sorts of hardship. I know we all can relate to being incredibly stressed and busy. Today, in the midst of that, we're given a gift to pause and pray and reflect on the ways in which we're able to tap into that divine presence that rests deep beneath all of life. And the many ways we tap into it. Sometimes it's tapped into when we get together with friends or colleagues that we haven't seen in a long while, like I did yesterday, and you find yourselves picking up where you left off the last time, and it's just a wonderful, nourishing time together. Maybe we tap into it in that morning cup of coffee before the stress of work or before even children wake up. Or maybe it's at the end of the day when we spend a little intentional time in quiet, in prayer and reflection, maybe doing some deep breathing or listening to a piece of music that grounds us. Just some of the many ways in which in a very harried and hurried and frazzled and stressful life, we encounter a God who doesn't want to add to that stress, but simply longs to rest deeply and beautifully beneath our lives. Lenten peace and blessings to you all.